Jesus Christ. Welcome to This Week in Money. I'm Brian Hanley, CEO of Bullish Studio, president of Equity Animal, and I'm joined today with Mark Moran, CEO of Equity Animal.
Phenomenal introduction. I think I'd also add I'm 5 foot 11 inches and 5/8. Put 6'1" on my dating app. I'm really charming and I'm extremely humble. Other than that, I think we're good to go. So Brian, tell me what's going on in the land of crypto. Since I lost my trust fund to CumRocket and my Flex tokens, they weren't flexing, I haven't really been staying abreast of the crypto world, but there's been some big things happening with our frizzy-haired friend, SBF.
Yeah, it came out today, actually, that Sam Bankman and his lawyers asked the judge to keep his bail guarantors secret, which is quite interesting. There were two co-signers on his bond that was, I believe, $250 million, and then he only put up, like, what, a couple $1 million
I used to love watching Dog the Bounty Hunter to see him go after, and his wife, Beth, that was Leland, too. It was a wild show, but I'd love to see Dog the Bounty Hunter kick SBF's ass. I think a lot of people who have their deposits locked up would really like to see that.
There was some other recent news about the Winklevoss twins, their company Gemini, which was promoting a program called Gemini Earn for the last few years, which had over 340,000 customers that all pledged some form of an amount of money that they would receive about 8% a year in APY.
I have no idea how this could have gone wrong.
So over 340,000 customers have been affected, worth over $900 million are locked up. And it's actually, Gemini Earn was a program from a separate company called Genesis, which is Barry Silbert's company. And they're getting into a little bit of a Twitter spat lately about who's actually to blame here. We will see over the next few days and weeks what comes of this. Are there going to be more bankruptcies that come down, or are we going to see a resolution in this case? Because I think there's a lot of people, from firefighters to myself, that would love to get some of their money back out of Gemini Earn. And
there's something weird about how they look.
What's wrong with how they look?
It's just, I don't, like, I talked to them one time in person, I was creeped out. I just didn't want to be there. The twins
You're not a twins person?
They creep me out. No.
You've never slept with a twin?
I'm not going to answer that one on camera, but I will never date a twin. Because what if you, because you have to be attracted, like, it's rude to not be attracted to the other one. What do you do during the holidays?
In advertising news, your favorite brand, Equinox, had quite a New Year's campaign where they actually told people on January 1st they could take their business elsewhere, and they refused to allow new people to open up Equinox memberships on January 1st.
They do not speak January. I love that, because you know what? All these people who make these New Year's resolutions, they just end up falling through. Be consistent. Do it. Don't allow a new year to change you.
How busy was the gym on New Year's Day?
I went New Year's Eve because I was working off some demons, and then New Year's Day I was cleaning up throw up.
Tesla was actually the worst performer of all of last year. That's behind Meta, Nvidia, Google, a variety of other tech companies. How do you feel about Tesla? How do you feel about what Elon? Is Elon distracted right now, or?
You know, I like Elon. I think he's a character. I think he's someone who is a visionary in some sense, but I think he's got his fingers in a lot of pots. Keep the tweeting going, though. That's my advice. I think Tesla shareholders, you know, the car, it doesn't do it for me. I need to hear, you know, I need some gasoline, some horsepower. I don't care if the thing can go faster from 0 to 60, you know, than a Ford Mustang or a Corvette, whatever. Like, it's gotta have the sound to it, you know? Like, what am I gonna do at a stoplight? Rev my electric engine? That's really gonna help me attract women. Tell me about comic books, though, because we have all
comic books.
Fucking comic books. Can I curse on this, or is this?
You could do whatever you want.
We have a lot of comic books out here laying around, and this is from the '91, which was the year I was born. Marvel annual report, and we actually have a friend who did this.
Yes.
Which he told us was the most recent innovation in investor relations history until the first ever earnings call in Twitter Spaces, but.
Yeah, so back in 1991, Marvel was a publicly traded company. Marvel was having trouble showcasing how engaged the community and fan base was around these various comics, and ultimately needed a way to break through to Wall Street to showcase the energy that that their fan bases had. So one of the advisors to Equity Animal was actually the lead on this project.
We love you, Gary.
Love you, Gary.
He took Marvel's 1991 annual report and he put it into comic book fashion. So you could even see the Wolverine, he is slashing a bar chart to showcase that they cut debt year over year in there. All of the illustrations are in there, and they're done in a way that it highlights the consumer-facing brand, the loyalty that is instilled in the brand, and also the financials in a fun, engaging way. Because let's be honest, these equity research analysts who are reading this stuff, they have a tough job. That job has to be really boring.
When we found out about this project, we decided to go and buy every single Marvel quarterly report that we could find.
More of an investment, if you will.
More of an investment for our offices, but more importantly, we wanted to go and show our appreciation for all of the Equity Animal initial fans. And we are running a contest where we're going to be giving away a handful of these quarterly and annual reports.
Well, Brian, what a wild ride 2022 was. We started Equity Animal, and since then, we have had some tremendous success with our work with RCI Hospitality. It led for us to be nominated to the IR Magazine Awards in 3 separate categories: Best Innovation in Shareholder Communications, Best Use of Social Media for Investor Relations, and also Best Retail Investor Relations Strategy. And that really kind of kicks off what we want to do here, which is to disrupt investor relations. And we've already made some noise. We plan to keep the ball rolling ahead in 2023, the year of the animal. Why don't we touch on our work with RCI Hospitality, because it has been something that has allowed us to help to create $300 million in market cap since we did the first ever earnings call on Twitter Spaces back in May for their Q2 earnings. Now, the RCI stock hit all-time highs recently, $95.34. That means it's up about 60% since we first started working with them, and they've outperformed the S&P by about 64%. We've been able to bring in over 1,000 net new investors too. And by the exposure that we've been able to give Eric Langan, the CEO, and Bradley Shea, the CFO, we've done a lot to really drive the public narrative, bring in these new investors, and develop a cult-like following for them on the internet.
Totally. We got to get Eric up to 10,000 Twitter followers.
And he texts me about it every damn day.
That's it. Come on, get back to work.
I think it goes to show that this idea of generating awareness and telling a corporation's story in a way that's understandable and digestible to broader retail is something that really allows for a stock to be seen and for its performance to be... I lost my train of thought there. Basically, it's up. It's up. We know that. We did good. We got nominated for some awards and like...
Yeah, let's talk about shareholder rewards.
So the idea of taking your consumer-facing brand and making it so that you have an overlap between your shareholders and customers is something that has been around for a while. It really started off with the cruise ships, with Carnival. If you own more than 100 shares, you get a discount that ranges between $50 to $250 depending on the length of your cruise.
It is admirable that Carnival was one of the first movers in shareholder rewards. You actually used to have to send in a paper certificate.
Ooh, really?
One that I think is pretty interesting is Berkshire Hathaway actually has an interesting program.
Okay.
I've heard that if you invest in Berkshire Hathaway, you could get an invitation to their annual meeting in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, you know, if you have a Class A share, you get discount on your Geico insurance. I think it's 8%. And then you also get to hang out in Omaha, Nebraska with, I don't know, thousands of your closest Virgin friends as well.
Another company that offers shareholder rewards that not a lot of people might know is LVMH.
Wow, what do they do,
The luxury house. They make everything from Louis Vuitton. They own Gucci too, right?
They
own Gucci? Yeah.
You actually, you know, with these shareholder rewards, you can even get invites to certain LVMH branded locations, including one in, bear with me now, Asnières, France, which sounds phenomenal. I can't wait to go to Asnières. That really does it for me. But one that actually does do it for me is Willamette Valley Vineyards. So they have a very interesting one where if you are a... Why are you laughing, Jordan?
It's Willamette.
Well, what?
Willamette.
Willamette Valley... Whatever. Guys, let's focus. Willamette Valley Vineyards, you can get a discount on wine if you own... Let me...
So you're telling me all I need to do is just buy stock in my Robinhood account and I'm just going to get free wine, free cruises, and invites to the Berkshire Hathaway conference to meet Warren, huh? Man.
You know, look, I think it's something that's very interesting with the idea of a consumer-facing brand, because even Smile Direct Club, if you own more than 250 shares, you can get a discount on your retainer. So our friends in England should really take advantage of that one. Thanks for watching This Week in Money.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching This Week in Money.
Thanks for
This Week in
watching
Money.
This Week in Money. Thanks for watching This Week in Money.
There we go. Got it. I wonder what fucking tweets have been said about me.